I win my second natty, chat. I got one more game. Yo.
The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sport. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. We're really looking forward to this matchup. We've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul.
Wow.
Money, the energy, I'm on time. Love that what she said. I'm on time.
Rolling set. Oh shit, shit. Fuck, why did I do that?
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Miller with the ball. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you've experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team with some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Makes the catch, it's Henderson. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A little screen to the running back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying play action. Coming after him. And they got him for the sack. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
offense with a fresh set of downs. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Holds it in on the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
You know, it's one thing when you got a quarterback scrambling around, running all over the place, outside the pocket left, outside the pocket right. That dude is in the pocket. You have to affect the quarterback. You have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, or it's going to be a long game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. The inside handoff. At the 20, he's got space. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Moving toward the end zone and fumble! Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it for touchdown, Buckeyes! And they strike first.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there. Only
a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll rush to the line, clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Milroe. Moves around to clear up the vision. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to take a shot. He's got it up to 20. And he's brought... Huge completion. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Going up top on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown!